Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Final Fantasy Brave Exodus video, and today, Samurai Chizuru is here. The hype is now here, guys, and for some reason they're bringing in a... Well, this card was already revealed in the anniversary, but I thought, you know, it would have been another free one perhaps, but nope, it's a bait one, so we'll be talking about that pretty soon. Anyways, we have the banner here, and let's look downwards, what we got going on for the unit. And it's true, she is a trance shift unit, sadly. But that means that she's going to be really powerful. I think that she's going to be ridiculously powerful if they're restricting her turn count, because, as you know, most units that come to global are true brave shift. So if they're limiting her turns, then she has to be some kind of really powerful unit. So her STMR here, let's see what it does. 1000 flat attack. Really good. Of course, the other Chizuru gets that as well. So I'm assuming there's going to be some screenshots of some memes of the original Chizuru equipping this. That's fine. But let's just talk about this Chizuru. And also 75% Peace and Plant Killer, and also 100% TDH. That's a very good STMR. Very good STMR. Alright, so you get 25% killers, but also her vision card gives another 25%, so that's basically 50%. Good for new players. That's good for new players. The 60% attack is whatever at this point, but the nullify attack reduction is quite good, and actually might be, if you pull for her, a lot of her, you might actually want to get a lot of her TMR just for that ability alone, because it's kind of rare for that to happen, to have things like that. So my recommendation is, if you're going to be pulling a lot on this banner, or if you get her off banner, eventually I would get multiples of this TMR just for that nullify attack reduction. Just saying. So her EX2 or EX3 ability has 1000 HP and some attack and defense and spirit. Like, that must be the EX2. It has to be. That's really strange. And the only two things they're giving us are revive all allies and restore MP. And boost LB damage, fill LB gauge for caster, and reduce wind associated wind damage dealer. These are really weird options to choose for just as the reveal. There's nothing else. That's really kind of weird, but oh well. The TMR is very good. The STMR is insanely good. But what else we got going on here? The exchange shop. You got fragments in here. That's all you really need to worry about. Her fragments. See the fragments here? That's all you really need to worry about if you're pulling for Chizuru. That's it. Nothing else. So just get the fragments. Empress Resolution Challenge Campaign Reward. To celebrate the release of the Empress Resolution in the Chamber of Vengeful, we'll be holding a milestone campaign, so if you complete it all, you get some stuff. 3000 Lapis, or up to 3000 Lapis. So she's here, she's gonna be a lot stronger. And there's some equipment in here. That's interesting. This Empress Celeste Rod Plus. Two-handed weapon, 200 magic. Oh wow. 50% low burst damage. And also 50% TDH. And fill morale gauge. What? This is busted. You gotta get this. We gotta work towards this. Get this rod. That's insane. This is almost as good. That's like almost as good as an S team. Like, you would expect an S teamer to be like this. This is busted. And it can be used for a spirit damage dealer too, if you'd like, because it has 175 and it's two-handed. So maybe eventually spirit damage dealers would be really good with this, because it does give 50% spirit TDH as well. So a very good rod there. Very good. Insanely good for a free rod, basically. And Clash Wills here. Jen Hasfara. Earth, wind, and non-elemental. Non-elemental physical attacks. But you can imbue that. You could imbue that. You could do the cheese. There's some light imbued cheese you can do there, perhaps. Defense spirit if not dealt wind damage. Pretty standard at this point. We're kind of expecting something like that. Boost on attack and magic if not dealt earth or dark damage. Pretty standard as well. Instant KO damage. This is going to be one of the last abilities. invulnerable to blind. I'm sure that you can only do that a few times until he's resistant to it. Like, it's all the same kind of stuff, but it is kind of interesting. In poison and draining MP, we have ways around that now. They kind of ruin that situation. And that's it. So the ring is still here, and also the shop. I don't think anything here is different. Or no, they added new rings. These don't look, because there's no gold one. They added new rings or something? Or maybe I'm just going crazy? Because the gold one's not in there. Anyways, this new shop is really not that amazing. Maeve, I guess, and Frisia are good for an S Timor. Ling is here if you still didn't get it from the last one. But honestly, these two right here are probably going to be your best bet. I'm not sure, like, I mean, even if, I mean, Collectibles is not really meant for new players, but I mean, I wouldn't really pick Lunafreya. I wouldn't pick Lightning because you can get it for free already. I would not pick Zidane, even though we got the crown buff. Who knows when that's going to happen? Oh, they're already right here. They're here already. I thought they wouldn't tell us this. So, Plants and Aquatic Killer for 50% is very good. And Ice and Lightning Resistance 80%. And also 5% MP Refresh. Very, very good. Very good. I would definitely pick up these two first before any of the units. July Enhancement. Forgotten Ceremonial Blade, 2-handed weapon. And 50% Bug Killer. What's the ability? 50% TDH, and not bad as I keep telling you guys, like, these free items that come out in the enhancements are like so close to being actual like top, like TMR, STMR quality, but it's like they're missing a little something, so it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good. Alright, her card here has Stop and Guts, very good. And also the 25% killers we mentioned, and also 500 flat attack for FFBE units. And the Lone Swordsman, we have 500 flat HP and attack, and also 100% HP and attack. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. 100% Beast and Plant Killer. It has Magic Killer as well, but you wouldn't want to use this on a mage because there's no magic on it. So kind of whatever. And the last one I'm assuming is going to be Ian Frames. Probably not going to be insanely powerful, but it should be pretty powerful since it does have 50% defense ignore. Sadly, it seems like you can only use it one time, so I don't know how useful this is going to be. I don't like, I thought it'd be like a cooldown you could use or something, but if you can only do it one time, the value of it goes way down. The other two things are really good, but the last one, not so sure on. Not really sure on that. And the last one, it should have been given out a long time ago. For Awakened Dragon X-Star, this should have come out like a long time ago, and we're only getting it now. I remember getting this so long ago on the JP version, so yeah. And sadly, what my suspicions were true. We basically are going to be getting 10 shards, but it's only for, like, you could get 1 shard for 10 units. Basically, I hate that. Why couldn't it just be 10 shards per unit? And you get 10 unit shards. You get 10 units per day, and they're all 10 shards. I don't know how else to say it. Very strange, but that's much better than this. But I guess it's a little better now. It's a little better than it used to be because the permanent shard dungeon will be in August. And you'll be getting, 1 to 3, depending on what version they'll be picking for that that event. So it's a little better than it used to be. But for right now, it'll be annoying for you guys, but eventually it'll even itself out. And I can't believe this, but there's going to be there's intrinsic abilities for Olivero, for example. He's quite, newer than the other ones we'll be talking about. So Starlight Element gets a lot of attack and magic, and some mod buffs, but this is busted. Yoshikiri gets an insanely busted ability. 400% full stat buff, 300% little burst damage on a cooldown. If this is available turn 1, this is busted, for sure. Also, 200% machine and human killer for 1 ally, that's fine. Oh, is it all for 1 ally? I thought it would be too good to be true. But it still is very good. You can put this on your finisher. Or Esther. Put this on Esther. and also throwing weapon in peril. So hopefully that's a good throwing weapon in peril, so that we can get Tiana back in the meta and Ibarra back in the meta. If this is like 40%, like 35 to 40%, very good. Sky high 200 flat or 2000 flat attack. So that solves one of her main problems already, of having really low attack even at EX3. She basically she barely breaks 6000 attack if you're only fighting like one race. If you're fighting 2 races, you're gonna be stuck at like 5000. That fixes one of her biggest problems already. The attack percentage is also a thing that I would like to have as well, because a lot of the time I can't cap her attack because she has to equip all this weird stuff. Killer is very nice. Wow, this is insanely good. I'm kind of skeptical about the boost damage of certain abilities. I'm assuming that's going to be her jump, and it probably won't be that good. But the other things that she has there are really good. She was already pretty much standard on all Clash Royale teams, and now she's just cemented herself as being more useful for longer. So, very nice. We have Peak Crescent. I can't see it all the way. Sorry about that. I can't scroll down anymore, so I'll just read it. 1000 flat magic. 3000 MP. Imagine MP by 80%, so that they worded that weird. 80% magic and MP. Physical and magical damage against beast. 150% beast, human and insect killer, and plant killer. And also 200% chain boost. The I think that's the Tifa version. That's still very good. I think that's the Tifa version. I'm not sure. But if it's the chain cap version, that would be quite good as well. Anyways, that is very, very good. And the music stopped. Okay. Anyways, that is very good. All those are very good. And I just wanted to show this very quickly because there are some Neovision Fragment select tickets in here that are free. And there's quite a few of them. So, yeah. And there's Lapis in here. There's S-Teamer tickets in here. So, very good login system for the anniversary. Anyways, what do you guys think about CHIZURU? I gotta get out of here. This video is already way too long. Appreciate you guys watching. But let me know in the comment section below all the news you guys think. I think the intrinsic buffs for SKYE are very good. See you in the next video. Peace.